Alright, welcome back. Finally, we made it. We're gonna start doing something now. We're not only start talking about mindset. So, in this video, I'm going to show you a panoramic view of what is the Amazon search bar, the Amazon website, where you can find information and stuff like this. So here, we got our Amazon search bar. This is where we're gonna type in anything to get into our categories. We can put computer, for instance. Maybe we can put that. iComputer, oh, could be a good iComputer. There you go. Boom. Now, as you can see here, I'm on books. Normally, when you open this page, you might be all departments like this. Boom. So you want to go into books. So you're gonna write something here, and then you click on books. There you go. So here, I just wrote something there just to get into this page. When I'm here, I want to go into the bestseller, Amazon bestseller here. I'm gonna click on this. This is the Amazon bestseller list, as you can see. Now, here we have macro categories on the left hand side. All these are macro categories, and this itself is the number one, the first top 100 books sold on Amazon at the moment. So this will be book number 1, this will be number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and so on. So these books are making gazillions of money at the moment, you know, per day. Most of them, they from authors anyway, like well-known authors or publishing houses. So it's not going to be one of us. But it's just to make you understand what's happening. Here is bestseller list. Now here on the left-hand side, we got our macro categories. So if we open a macro category, let's say computer technology, I open this on a different tab. Here I got still the bestseller, but in computer technology. As you can see, number 1 is this one, number 2 is this one. They're different books. This is the top 100 of this particular category. If I niche this down and I go, let's say software, and I open this one, then that's again, this is the top 100 of this subcategories in computer software. So as you can see, number 1, number 2, number 3, and so on. So this is an important thing to understand, and especially when you click on these books like this, you want to find out the most important bit, which is the BSR rank, the bestseller rank number. That is probably the most important piece of data that Amazon give us in order for us to determine if a book is selling, is making money, or to determine if the category or the niche or the keyword is profitable. It's very, very important. And thankfully, Amazon give us that data for us to analyze. So if I go back here, you could see obviously that these books, bestseller, top 100 in all categories, are not going to be the same. But if you go down into sub niches, you can see that the different books. Okay, right, one thing that you want to do is find a niche like I've done with this one, and you need to distinguish the difference between a self-publisher and a well-established author or a publishing house. How do you do that? There's different ways of doing that. When you get used to, then you will spot them straight away. Like I can see them from far now, but at the beginning especially, you'll have to open them up and see. Let me show you with an example. So let's take this one for an example, and this one. So these are two different books, obviously. You can tell from the cover, and one is a self-publisher and the other one is a publishing house. Now, this is the publishing house. You can see the cover is different straight away. The title is different as well. You can see the number of reviews that allow you also to determine most of the time. Now, the real scientific proof that this is not a self-publisher is down below here, though. Look. If I scroll this down, you will see here on the bottom left, after the A+ contents, that this is publisher No Starch Press, 3rd edition, January 10, 2023. So it's already been publishing for a few years. Where the other one, if I go here, bomb. Now, this one, first of all, although it's got quite a good amount of reviews, to be fair, normally you will spot a self-publisher because it's got less review than this one. But this one's got 200. But the cover, it tells me straight away that it's a self-publisher. The title, 3 books in one. A publishing house will never do that. 2025 in a subtitle, 3 books included. You know, it smells like a self-publisher big time. So if I scroll down, I can guarantee you, I can bet my house on it, this is independently published. Can you see it here? So this is how scientifically you find out if a book, so you'll have to open it, you know, one by one and see if it's an independently published or is a publishing house. Now you got some other information here which they're very useful, obviously. The price for the Kindle, the price for the paperback, and if it's got other prices like for a hardcover or spiral bound is going to be here. $28, $29.99. That's good. This niche is good. It's very, you get a lot of profit out of it. Also here, if I scroll down, as you can see, it tells me what is the format, which is very important. We're going to talk about that later. And if I scroll here, it's going to tell me how many pages. 365 pages. That's why it's costing so much, because there's a lot of pages as well. So you got tons of information down here as well. You'll have suggestions based on this book, and these are very good. We'll see that later. These are very good to spot new categories, new keywords, new profitable subjects as well here. Okay. Down to the bottom, you have the author name, and here you'll have your reviews, which they're very useful to us as well when we do our buyer research, our buyer persona. Another thing that help you to identify is, you know, the publisher, No Starch Press. If you're looking for No Starch Press, you're most likely going to find a website about it. So they're like a real publishing agency. There you go. If I click on this, it tells me all the books that have been published under this publishing house. Now, if I go and get this other book and I click on Mark Reed and I Google Mr. Mark Reed, I won't be able to find anything about his professor, writer, biography, senior software engineering. Yeah, this is the same one from Amazon, if you know what I mean. So these are the main details about the book when you open a page like this. And what we're going to concentrate is the BSR rank. You can always find out the BSR number on the bottom here where you got product details. This is the number, 1,757 in books, which is very good actually. And the other one, you will see it here as well. There you go, 10,425. So that is the number that we need to check for every book in order for us to determine if a category is profitable, a niche is profitable, and so on. So remember, we're going to dive more deep into it, but you will be able, with a little bit of experience, to spot famous author or publishing house books from just by looking at the cover, and also self-publisher just by looking at the cover. Okay, great. We're going to dive deep more into the next videos.